you feel that you are losing in life because everyone on social media, you seem as if they all have it all. The cars, the vacation, fancy house, fancy clothes. Some of these people, they are drowning in debt, in payment. Debt is choking them. So this video is for you.
So I just see a lot of people my age or younger bragging and boasting about their nice cars, houses, and vacations, and I just feel like I'm losing at life. I live a pretty humble lifestyle, but what am I doing wrong? How do I afford this?
You said people your age. What is your age?
I'm 33.
Okay. You're single?
Yes.
Okay. What do you make?
I make $60,000 before taxes.
Good for you. What do you do?
I'm a health educator.
Cool. Do you have a lot of debt?
I actually have no debt except for my mortgage, which I only owe $140,000.
This is the problem that the millennial, your generation, was one of the first ones to really, really struggle with it. It used to be that we would say, don't keep up with the Joneses. Have you ever heard that old saying?
Of course.
Yeah. But the problem was in those days, it wasn't as hard to keep up with the Joneses because they lived next door, and you saw them drive in their car, but you also saw them have a big fight. And you also knew that their kids were messed up, and you knew this and you knew that. So, when they got a car, it wasn't as big a deal because you kind of knew some of the dirt too, right? But on social media, your only thing you're looking at is the highlight reel because nobody posts on there, oh, my husband just got me a 1992 Honda, #blessed. Nobody does that, right? We all can fall prey to this because we're not seeing reality. I drove a car that was loaned to me that was at 90% Bondo. The vinyl roof was torn loose across the front, so when you drove it, it filled up with air. It looked like a parachute on top. And so I would pull up at a stoplight, and the top would settle. Meanwhile, I'm sitting next to people in nice cars that just got home from the Bahamas. And I'm looking at them going, what am I doing wrong? What I finally realized that today, if you did that, if you pulled up next to somebody at a stoplight today, the average car payment at that stoplight is $750. See, I like what you said.
Yes.
Your verbal comment was perfect.
You're winning, Hillary. If you just called into the show and said, I'm a 33-year-old single female, I make 60 grand, I only have 120 grand left on a house I bought myself,
we would be going, touchdown!
We would celebrate you as like the model. I'm looking and saying, I hope my daughter Josephine is in that kind of situation. If she finds herself 33, making 60 grand in Utah, and she's unmarried, I hope she's exactly in the situation you're in.
Well, that makes me feel better because I just, and I also recently just paid cash for my master's degree. And so all that money that I had saved, I'm just like, that could have been a vacation or a car. I shouldn't have done that. And
dude,
so
you just put an investment in yourself for the next 50 years of your life.
You traded a master's degree for Bahamas. This is a good trade.
I hope so.
Sometimes